Hey everybody, it's Chef Barry. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've been really busy. I've been working like crazy. I've worked the last 2 months almost straight between both my jobs. So I haven't had a whole lot of time for YouTube videos or really anything else for that fact. But in my last video I did mention that I'm going to do a pellet comparison between the Cabelas branded pellets that I just learned about when I first started working there, moving them around, and the Pitboss pellets that I currently use. So for our test, we are going to smoke 1 pound blocks of sharp cheddar cheese and do a blind taste comparison at Cabelas. But we're not going to smoke them for an hour like I did last time when I did the comparison. So we're going to do 30-minute smoke so it's not so intense. So we're going to get this thing started outside, and we're going to start with the Cabelas branded pellets that are in the smoker right now. Tank, what's this? Is this the smoker tube? We going to smoke some cheese? Smoking cheese. Alright, so we have our 6-inch amazing smoking tube, which I really like. I've done some cool stuff with it so far. On a piece of foil, and I got the cheese off to the other side. We're going to light our fire. Just hit your pellets for about 10 or so seconds. Let them start to smolder. Maybe we'll hit them a little bit more, but I always turn it on the side so that way it does what it's supposed to. But I didn't get enough fire to do, so we'll give them a little bit longer. Alright, so we're going to let those do their thing, and in 30 minutes we're going to pull this cheese out. Alright, so this is a first for me. It's the first time I've also used my smoker tube in Reno, which is like about over 3,000 feet higher than Woodland, California in elevation. I'm not 100% sure if that has anything to do with the fact that these pellets aren't lighting and staying lit for the smoke tube. So this is the second time I've restarted the pellets. I cooked them a little bit longer with the torch. We're going to see what happens in the next 30 minutes. Alright, so third time is the charm, I guess, in Reno for the pellets. At higher elevations, I guess they take a little bit more to get going, which, whatever. That's why we're experimenting on not trying to make something really important. We're just doing a cheese test with pellets. So I'm going to pull this cheese off, put it in the fridge, and let these pellets burn out. Then start the next batch and get that going and let it sit for a few days, and then do our blind taste test. You can see we got good smoke coming through finally. You could definitely tell we are cold smoking. It's not even 100 degrees in there. It's pretty cold. When you cold smoke, if it's cold enough, your cheese won't get kind of sweaty, which our cheese is not sweaty, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna put this cheese in the bag and let it sit in the fridge. The pellets burn for about an hour, which is typical for this 6-inch amazing smoke tube. Now we have the Pitboss pellets in there. We're gonna light those and let the cheese smoke for a half hour, but one thing I'm gonna do is burn them a little bit longer so that way they actually stay lit, because it takes a little bit more up here at 3,700 feet or whatever it is in Reno. It's a lot higher elevation than what I'm used to. So we're gonna get these going and let the cheese do its thing. Alright, it's been a half hour again. You can still see we are really cold in there. We got some nice smoke coming through the smoker. Chamber full of smoke. Pellets halfway smoked. But we're gonna put this cheese in the fridge and let it rest for 5 days before we do anything with it. And we'll check back in a few days at Cabelas when we do a blind taste test. Alright, well, it is the day of the cheese taste off. I'm walking into Cabelas, into the employee entrance on the side. Nothing too exciting. And we're gonna set up that tasting and let people try it. So here goes nothing. Alright guys, well, the votes are in. They are tallied. So I'll show you guys the page with the votes. But it was 11 for cheese B, which was Cabelas. Nobody knew but me. Then there was cheese A, which had 12 votes, but it also had one dislike, so I'm going to count that against it for a -1. So I would say it's a tie. For me, I like them both equally, but with my employee discount, the Cabelas ones are definitely going to be my pellet choice for the future for sure. So I got another video coming up shortly, and we'll get that going hopefully sometime this weekend.